What's going on, guys? Matt over here, Lethal Garage, and how are you guys all doing today? Today's a great day for me, and it's been crazy last couple weeks. Looking for, basically finalizing the search for the new Lethal 2nd Gen, and then picking it up, and then already starting to work on it. And I have tons of videos coming already, guys, but today I wanted to talk about properly identifying your classic car. Now, in this specific instance, it's gonna relate to Camaros, but there's a lot of information out there, and unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that try to dupe people or sell you something that you're not actually buying. Now, to throw it all out there, your car has a VIN tag. Your VIN tag will give you so much information, especially for being I believe it's pre-81. Once you're like 1981 and newer, places like Carfax or God, those auto VIN, like basically you could just type in a VIN number and it will tell you the history of the vehicle and what it is and all that kind of stuff. A lot more information you can get than anything older than that. But in this instance, my car does have a VIN number. It is still VIN tagged, and the VIN tag does match the firewall tag on this specific car. So I know exactly that at least this body's the same. The motor is definitely not the original motor. The original motor was a 307, and this Camaro was a standard 1971 Camaro with a V8. So it wasn't an SS, it wasn't a Z28, it wasn't an RS package, it wasn't anything. This was just a base model V8 Camaro from 1971. Now you might be asking, how do you know that? Well, the asset tag, or what most people call the trim tag or body number tag, is the tell all reveal all, and every single one of these numbers has something to do with your car. Even these secret numbers here, so we're gonna get to it and I'm gonna go through all the different digits here, but these numbers are internal code numbers and they're revealing to some point, just a couple of these numbers here, and other ones no one really knows. Now, if you're out there and you used to work at the Van Nuys plant, I would love to know what these numbers are. So if you know someone that worked there or were someone that worked there and you're watching this video, hit me up, because if you know that info, that would help a lot of people. But anyways, it really comes down to what the tag says. So body by Fisher, that's what all of them are. Now the body number is not gonna line up with the actual number of the car coming off the line that is signified on your VIN tag. So if you guys didn't know, cars from this era, they basically came off the line in order of what their VIN number is. And this one's 453 for the year it was built. And but the body is number 620. So no correlation there, but it's there. So just starting from the top corner, working my way over, you could see 71 is 1971, that's the year. Then the next 5 numbers, the 12487 is your Division 1, so that's Chevrolet. Then the second numbers is 24, stands for 8-cylinder Camaro. There's quite a few different numbers, but this one being 24, it's the 8-cylinder Camaro with a 307 cubic inch, made 200 horsepower, 300 torque. Yeah, those are some small numbers. And then you get down to the body style, which is number 87, is the 2-door Sports Coupe. Now, L stands for the plant, Los Angeles. The body number is 00620, so that's the actual body number from Fisher. Has nothing to do with the VIN or the vehicle number coming off the line that correlates to the VIN number. So the next line, we get to the trim. So 778 it correlates to the green standard interior. Not a very pretty interior. I wish I had an image. I'm gonna try to Google search, I'll overlay it here if I find anything, but it was a nice green interior standard, nothing upgraded. My seat type call out is not there, and I don't know if that was a thing that started in 72 or not, but I don't have that. But these next 2 numbers are the paint numbers, so your upper and lower body, 4949. Mine was a beautiful antique green, and actually we can prove it by, sorry, the actual color is still here in the door panels. So it was a nice antique green. Yeah, this car will never be that color again. So the other revealing numbers come down to the lower last set of numbers. So this one's kind of hard to see because of the rivet tag, but 08C. So 08C stands for August of 1971, since we know it's a 71. 08 is the August timeline, and C is the third week. So then we can actually use what we found out from this internal number. The first 2 digits of the second set of numbers is actually the day. So we know this car was built in 1971, August 17th, which is actually pretty cool. We know the exact date, year, everything this car came off the line, so pretty cool. But the rest of these internal codes, all these other numbers, no one knows what they are. We just know they're internal scheduling codes, and that's it. That's all. Now we get to the VIN number. Now the VIN number is not as telling as the body tag. The body tag has quite a bit of information, as you just saw, but the VIN tag basically breaks down a few things. You get the GM line number, the series number, the model engine number. So mine, line number 1, series number 2, so it's a Chevy Camaro. Model engine number, it's a 4, so it's a V8. The 4th and 5th digit is the body type number, so it's 87 is a Sport Coupe for 7071. 6th digit, last digit model year, so 1971. Letter indicates the plant, so L, Van Nuys, California. And the 8 through 12 digits is the sequential production number that it came off the line. Now some will start with 1, especially if it was built in Ohio, but in my instance it was built in Van Nuys, and most of those cars all had the 5 digits. So we know this car was built because of the body tag, August 17th of 1971, and we now know it's number 453 of the 71 Camaros. Pretty cool. Now you may be asking, how did you find all this information? And there is a ton of information on the internet, and I have to give a huge shout out to Nasty, it's NASTYZ28.com. So nastyz28.com. I'll put a link down below in the description. It has details for all the old cars, whether you have a 1st gen, 2nd gen, I think it even 3rd gen, but it gives you all the details on how to find out what you have, what your car was, what to look for people who are trying to cheat and scandal you, because there are sites out there that will let you reprint these tags and put them on there. Now we know this car tag is a legit one based on the actual pins and how it's mounted to the car. You'll notice most people make the mistake, they try to regular rivet it to the car. That's a first giveaway. And then 2, just some of the numbers. But the biggest thing is the VIN will give you enough information that if the key tag is wrong, you could tell by the details. Like if it was a V6, you know, the VIN tag is gonna give you a number for the actual motor. And if this says something other than a 4, then it was never a V8 and it wasn't a Z28 or anything like that. Now, my car is not a Z28, it's not a Super Sport, so it's not an SS, it doesn't have the RS package. Am I gonna restore the car to be exactly a standard model V8? Oh, hell no. Yeah, the Z28 looks amazing. I am doing the split bumper full RS conversion on the car. I am putting the proper spoiler. But a lot of the other things I'm taking free liberties to, because this car is not meant to be a full resto lifelike car. It's gonna be a nice clean build, pro touring style. I don't wanna say full pro touring because I don't know. I can't afford to put that much money into it, but we'll see. But yeah, there you go. Identifying your vehicle. It really does come down to the trim tag and body tag and the VIN number. If you're looking at cars and they have none of those, then it's probably not what the person's saying it is, unfortunately. Unless they have a clean title or something else that gives you information around it. So that's it, that's all I got. So if you guys have a classic car, or you're interested, or you're walking around and you're checking these cars out, if their hoods are up, you could usually see the body tag. It's fairly visible. Unfortunately, they painted right over mine when they primered it all. Same with the VIN tag, but you can check it out, and you can, there's listings all at nastyz28.com that can tell you everything about it. So you could literally walk up to the car and be like, is that an actual Z28 or is that an actual RS or anything like that? So if you guys have a question, comment, post them down below. If not, oh well. Thanks for checking out the video. But until next time, guys, hope to see you on the road.